Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic is happening at UFC 309 since Jon Jones is too scared to fight Tom Aspinall. Now, who's going to win this fight? But before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances. In which Jon Jones fought Dominic Reyes, in which it was a very close fight. Both went back and forth, both landed some great shots and kicks until Dominic Reyes started to slow down. Jon Jones took control of the later rounds, and obviously Jon Jones ended up taking it by decision.
And still!
After this, Jon Jones wanted to fight Ciryl Gane, and which Jon Jones got Ciryl Gane in a guillotine and made him tap in round 1. Now let's take a look at Stipe's latest performances, in which he fought DC for a third time, in which Stipe dropped DC in round 2.
Big right. Cormier goes down.
Both of their striking was great, but Stipe outlanded DC, and he ended up taking it by decision.
And still!
After Stipe went on to fight Francis Ngannou for a second time, in which Francis Ngannou landed some great shots in round 1. Francis Ngannou then dropped and knocked out Stipe in round 2.
Another uppercut. Nice counter right from Miocic, who is now down and out.
Now, here's the thing about this fight. I don't even know where to start because there are so many reasons on why this fight is going to be one of the most hated and trash fights ever, because nobody asked for this fight. The UFC fans have made it clear that we don't want this fight, and the UFC and Dana White didn't listen. It seems as if the UFC went based off Dana White's opinion, because it is clear that he is trying to save Jon Jones from Tom Aspinall. Forget about the idea that this fight with Jon Jones and Stipe means a lot to both men, because Stipe is old news. He's outdated. Let's talk about what's new, and that's Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is the real deal, and nobody in the heavyweight division can argue against that, because Tom Aspinall has proven to be the next big thing. But now let's talk about this fight with Jon Jones and Stipe and how it plays out. While though me and other people are hating on this fight can still be a very entertaining fight, because yes, you would say that since Stipe is 42 years old and since he has not fought in 3 years, then he's going to do a horrible against Jon Jones. But I believe that that's what makes it exciting, because we don't know how he's going to come back. He can either come back slower and weaker than ever, or he could come back more motivated than ever, looking to shock everyone by actually putting up a good fight. But although there is hope of Stipe actually training for this fight and looking to put up a fight, I think we all know that Jon Jones will most likely finish Stipe. But what I want to see is I want to see Stipe pull out this fight, so that way Tom Aspinall can take his place and step in, and so that way Jon Jones will have no other option but to fight Tom Aspinall. But yeah, Jon Jones does beat Stipe, but I do believe that Jon Jones is going to be considered a coward unless he proves that he's not by fighting Tom Aspinall.